It's always what you can capture in the moment, the corrupt powers to be. Do not want you to know, do not want you to see, Discount Road assassins. That one had wife on it, so again you can see my ex-wife, Schaefer Tunnel, Fire and Burston, Big Police Council, Doctor Who collaboration, Inspector Numbnuts Bunning, Mr. Fix-It, Liar Liar Pants on Fire, about a rich boys loft party, Human Hunting Party, their High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Find, September Blue Murders, certainly not mine, all in the bag. Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybrid Host, The Red Dragon. Some people like their blood sport, human hunting, and they certainly used and set me up. Framed and fixed me, used me as the spare and the fool guy. And that is a good film, The Final Girl, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport. And that one's got 22 on it. You can see Prince Harry the spare for details. And there really is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. Dismason Council, White Lodge, the local mafias, the local mob. You can see Discount Road assassins for details. Simon Bailey don't cry, his blonde toast plainclothes lover, not true detective. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. And that is a very good crime drama hidden. Man riding round in a red pickup abducting young girls, but no one hidden in my frame fixed lockup. No bodies, no guns, no drugs, no children in my frame fixed lockup. Plenty hidden in high places, again no Roy White and White Van Man. Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. Certainly put the mark of the beast on me. Now plenty hidden in high places, and obviously it's all now coming out about the Epstein Islands. And it is always those who are closest to you who are the ones setting you up. You never have to look too far, the apples never fall too far from the tree. It's always those who are closest to you. Now everyone in your circle is your friend, and again 24 on that one. Plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beasts in high places. No Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist, child 44. Black Wizard terrorist, his shooter, again a rich boys loft party. Human hunting party. Their High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day Find, September Blue Murder. Certainly not mine. And Steve Wright Ipswich, he's just been given another life sentence for the murder of Victoria Hall. That's Ricky there, Prince Harry lookalike, 777 on that one. 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch, dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless there's a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find. September blue murder, certainly not mine. 17-year-old sex trafficked girl, abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day. Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. See Prince Harry the spare for details. So no sombre, autonomy of a crime, no woolly hat, serial killer here, and that one's got serial on it. Can see Coleman's removals, Jamie Potter and Co. Can see Miss Potter, Lemon and Co. Discount Road assassins. All full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death threats in this Norfolk UK. And Roy White and the White Van Man. He was beaten and stabbed up in prison recently, abducted a young girl, Sarah Payne, boozed and murdered her. Ian Huntley, 50 miles from here, near Newmarket, the Sower murders. He's just had his head split open in a critical condition, so all in the bag in this Norfolk UK. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. High Royal Blue Crime, New Year's Day find, September Blue Murder. Certainly not mine. No Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West. So that is the name of the game. Dis Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob, all their cronies, spies and informers. Certainly set you up as a red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. And they do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. Again, you can see Prince Harry Potter, Prince of Darkness, E.T. Hybridose. Can see Edward Van Customs from the Van Customs family. King Charles, Count Dracula's godson. So no one hidden in my frame fixed lockup. No bodies, no guns, no drugs, no children in my frame fixed lockup. And we're certainly all in range of war. We haven't started exchanging missiles with Russia yet. But one big war in this. Again, all to cover up a high crime, royal blue murder. Certainly not mine. So you can see Prince William, Prince Harry, Edward Van Customs for details. 17-year-old sex trafficked girl, abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day. Again, the word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. So not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham Estate killing fields. Their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. And TikTok have been a real classic, 66.8 million views on TikTok. 27 TikTok accounts burned down for exposing the truth. Again, one big war in this. You certainly can take a very big hit, but no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here. They've just burned down my John Botwright Facebook account. There's 17 Facebook accounts burned down now for exposing the truth. Again, a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapo, the local Nazis, and he will have your social media accounts burned down for exposing the truth. Can see Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plainclothes lover. Not true detective. 7 YouTube channels burned down. I had no strikes, so 2 mysteriously have come back online. 1 burned down 4 years ago. 1 burned down 3 years ago. But 5 YouTube channels remain offline. I had no strikes, just for exposing the truth. No one's got a heart on it, so no nut in a Hitchin Beach hut. 7 miles from Sandringham, North Norfolk coast. Sandringham Stock and Strangler, serial killer here. Really don't think so. And a very good watch, the ABC Murders, Agatha Christie, where there is a murder in a beach hut. But the man who is set up as the Stock and Strangler serial killer, that's not him at all. That's his aristocracy boss who is committing all the murders. So we're certainly all in range of war. We are only 33 miles from RAF Mildenhall and Lakenheath, big US air bases, Russian nuclear targets. Lakenheath is where they're now storing all the nuclear weapons. So if Lakenheath took a big hit, it'd certainly be game over for the UK. We are also only 33 miles from Sizewell nuclear power stations. And 2 wolf smokers certainly will smoke you, do anyone's dirty work, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. Certainly not mine. In the big Dis Norfolk UK, precision engineered black box. Serial killer frame fix assassination. Spain, Africa, Dis Norwich and Sandringham. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. We did get some good videos of a 2-wheel smoker and chroma who wouldn't come into the cameras, North Norfolk coast. And on another occasion, the hunter became the hunted. We did follow a 2-wheel smoker who tied up with a police dog unit. Did get videos of all of that, so YouTube, burn down my YouTube channels. Again, Simon Bailey Don't Cry, his blonde toast plainclothes lover. This Mason Council, White Lodge, a local mafia, a local mob. And the reason that one's got gaff on it is a big monster con, monster gaff. And you certainly can see my ex-wife, Shay Fraternal, Fareham Burston. Big police council, Dr. Hume collaboration. And there's a Mondeo there, Steve Wright Ipswich, 22 miles from here, riding around in a blue Mondeo. 5 girls murdered in 10 days. May have been involved in the Ringland murders also in Norwich, 22 miles from here. 2 sevens on that one, again 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. In this Norfolk, UK, more bogus diagnosis than on Jack the Ripper, who apparently they've now identified, but no Norfolk Jack the Kipper. Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Sandringham serial killer, Black Wizard terrorist, this shooter, really don't think so. And no Black Wizard here in a Volvo estate, again, very good watch, pledged Jack Nicholson. Giant of a man called the Wizard, riding round in a black Volvo estate, abducting children and young girls, but they'll certainly set you up as a black wizard, paid to get you disappeared. And Steve Wright Ipswich just been given another life sentence for the murder of Victoria Hall, 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch, dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless that's a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. Again, see Prince Harry the Spare for details. One big cover up, and everyone nicely used and set me up, framed and fixed me. Used me as the spare and the fall guy, all to cover up Prince Harry's royal spare behind, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder. Certainly not mine. And again, that is the word that came off the Royal Sandringham Estate Killenfelds, loud and clear. In the Epstein files, there's talk of another young girl who was murdered, but this time it did involve Prince Andrew and Epstein, Frogmore Cottage. Another young girl who was murdered in a satanic ritual, also involving Prince Andrew and some very unsavoury characters. Now being investigated by Surrey police. 2 young girls who were forced into rough sex, murdered and buried on a golf course. And claims of children and young girls buried on the Epstein Ranch in Texas. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, certainly not mine. Castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. And they do hunt more than birds of prey on the Royal Sandringham Estate, Killenfelds. How do I know? Little birdie told me so.